No? Okay,
It's
now.
hi. Trying to get my cues right. I'm
Do
kind
you see it? Do you see it?
yeah, I can see it now. There's a
Okay.
thing that says live, but anyway, I'm here. Marion's here. We're a little discombobulated today, but that's because it's Sunday and there's been so much going on, and we've been have both of us in different ways have had a terrific day. Anyway, I'm Lady Lou, the baby boomer babe, the tired Lady Lou. Today, I've been working out in my yard. Yay! I'm healthy enough to do that again. And this is Marion LaSalle. Tell us a little bit about what's going on in your life, Marion.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, today, Sunday is always a full day for me. So I hang out with this nice lady who has Alzheimer's, and she is in the end stages. So it's getting kind of challenging. I have to really keep my eye on her because her body is forgetting, well, her mind, let's say her brain is disconnecting from parts of her body. So she's forgetting how to do things like swallow and walk and how to get in the car, how to take her seatbelt off. Things that she used to be able to do with no problem at all are really a challenge now. So
Oh,
it was a full day for me. But you know what? People say, "Oh, Marion, you're safe for taking care of her." No, let me tell you, she gives me a lot more than I ever give her. And you can believe that. That is the truth.
that's
She
beautiful.
has opened up my heart in ways that you could never, ever do any other way.
I love it. Well, Mary, your heart is so big that you have it just becomes you to do that and to help Shirley. She's a dear lady and I love her too.
I do. I love her. So I pick her up this morning early. We go over to Unity and we take a class. It's not a class. It's called Adult Sunday School, and they have different teachers every single week. Today it was about Buddhism and Zen meditation. So they were teaching us about how to sit and how to hold your hands when you're meditating and why you should meditate and all this good stuff. It was wonderful. And then we went to our regular services, and Reverend Karen Tudor was the minister today. It was wonderful. Music is out of this world. If you don't go for any other reason than you hear the band and the choir and the music is just amazing, beautiful. And
Oh,
then after that, we went to, believe it or not, we went to Christy Ruiz's UFO meeting.
oh wow. UFOs.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
that's beautiful.
AI and UFO. So yes, it was a full day.
Good. Well, we'll have to have Christy on here one of these days soon.
Oh, I would love that.
Let's plan it. Yeah, because she's a dear lady and it's just in so many things, so bright and so nice. I love Christy too. So, Marianne, your thing is on our show that you do the daily word and the national day of. So, you want to go ahead and start?
Sure. Okay. The daily word today is inner peace.
Love it.
Inner peace brings me strength, calm, and clarity. Ooh, don't we all need that?
Me.
Like the soft glow of a candle, God's peace shines forth from the center of my being. This peace is part of my spiritual inheritance, always ready to be called upon into expression no matter what's happening around me. Let me tell you how I do that. Whew, yeah. Um, I remember that I am God's living expression, created in God's image and likeness. To lay hold of God's peace, I need only be willing to let go of anything that blocks it. My willingness allows my power of elimination to work through me as I release all thoughts of limitation, unforgiveness, lack, and fear. My energy continues to grow more and more peaceful and focused as I release my limiting thoughts. I become centered with the pure peace of God.
Oh, beautiful.
Now, if that word God doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't make you wrong or me right or anybody else. It's a way of thinking of what's inside you. You know, the force, the life force that's inside you, the universe. I used to have a friend, well, Lady Lou and I both used to hang out with a lady named Joan, and she would say, God, goddess, source, all that is. I mean, that would cover just about everything, right? It doesn't matter what you call it.
Oh,
It's that life force that's inside you. And so some people get tripped up by the word God or whatever they call it. And I just don't, I just like override that because some of us did have some pretty strong beliefs try to, be pushed into us as a child.
right.
And let's face it, uh, it was just a matter of fate where you grew up. If you were raised by Jewish mother and father and your whole family was Jewish, guess what? You're Jewish today, right? Because that's how you grew up.
Mhm.
If you were raised by Catholic parents, then that's what you believe. That's what you really start out with. It doesn't necessarily mean you believe it today, but it's got a strong hold on most people. So that's how I think of it anyway.
Yeah. And as we become adults, we have more choices so that we can explore the whole world, not just one particular religion. And I've often called myself a recovering Catholic because I no longer believe that I'm a worm in the dust. I'm God's daughter, and I relish that. And I left them in the dust. Let's put it that way.
You left those worms, your brothers and sisters, and
They're back there. I've moved on, and we can all move on and change our thinking, change our beliefs, changing our wisdom, because it is wisdom when we have choices. We can choose the right thing for ourselves. So we give you permission if you didn't know you could do that by yourself, right?
there you go. That's it. All right, let's see what we got. Some messages coming in here.
Good.
Oh, Russ Johns is saying hello. Thank you. Hi, Russ. How's it going?
How are you, Russ?
Yes, and Lauren Vine says God of the universe.
Love it.
Okay.
Hey,
Thank you,
there
Lauren.
she is. Hi, Lauren. We can see your little picture.
Yeah, that's great.
I love that.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for tuning in. We'd love to have you on screen someday, real soon.
Yes, both of you. Anybody?
Okay.
Yeah, we would love to have anybody to come and join us. It makes the show more diverse and more fun when there's two or three people going on.
I
It's
agree.
very interesting.
It really is. Yeah. So feel free to just let us know you want to hang out with us.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So the next thing that we have is the National Day of.
Right.
So today, well, every day is a national day. Somebody has done it. And we have one more comment before we move on.
Okay.
Karen is in the audience, and she's saying, I think we all have experienced old-time organized religion. It's 2020. Time for newness. Yes.
I love it. Thank you,
Time to
Karen.
wake up.
That's right. Bring
Reverend Gott, we have our main minister, Reverend Michael Gott, told me one day, well, he told the whole congregation, but I think he's talking to me when he's talking, you know how that is. He said, we're the type of church that doesn't ask you to check your heart and your mind at the door. There's no dogma. There's no religious talking about, rules and regulations and stuff. So, yep, 2020, we're here. We're here.
Yes. Oh,
Okay. So, the National Day of.
okay.
Any organization has the right to create a national day. Now, whether or not the gods will let them have that day is up to somebody else, not me. But let's just see who they've decided it's okay to have a day today. National Kiss a Ginger Day. Kiss a Ginger Day?
I don't know.
Oh, that means a redhead. Oh, they're talking about redheads.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Now,
wouldn't that be funny if, you just walked up to somebody that had red hair and you kissed them and said, it's National Kiss a Ginger Day.
oh, that's cute.
National Curried Chicken Day.
Okay.
I love curried chicken. Okay, I don't know what this is, so you're going to have to tell me. National Marzipan Day.
Oh, that's a type of candy. It's usually molded in some beautiful fruit or something. Less they're not very big, but they're just a very unique taste. And I don't know the origin of it, but I used to sell it when I was the candy lady many years ago.
That's so funny. Lady Lou, before we go on, Lady Lou used to drive around and she had a territory and she would sell candy. Did you have a certain brand?
Well, Redstone Food was the name of the company, but they had everything from Jelly Bellies to marzipan to lollipops to candy canes to you name it. We had that kind of gourmet candy for the most part. It
Oh,
was a fun job, and candy stores back then in the what was it, the late 70s, early 80s, candy stores were big. They were all over Houston. I had a wonderful time being the candy lady.
the candy lady. Okay, the next day we have is National Pharmacist Day.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll skip on by that one. And National Sunday Supper Day.
Sunday supper. Okay. A lot of folks do a Sunday supper versus a Sunday dinner. Because see, I'm country. I have breakfast, dinner, and supper. Most people have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but I eat the supper.
So Karen says perhaps Lady Lou needs a candy named after her.
Oh, okay. I'll be thinking about that. We got to come up
Me
with a real
too.
fun name.
You've got to
Yeah.
give us some suggestions, Karen.
I'll
Yeah.
come up with it. I always used to think that people, you know, how placebos work in medicine. That a pill that's going to heal you or cure you or whatever, and it does, and it was a sugar pill. Then why don't I just come up with a sugar pill and I'll make a fortune? Find a need and fill it. I was going to invent a candy that probably looked like a jelly bean, and it would just be sugar and sweetener and color and taste of flavor, and I would call it the medicine candy. And it would be a placebo for anybody who said, okay, I've got this, that, the other, whatever kind of ailment that they might want or might have, not want it, but would have it. And then they'd pop a couple of these little placebo candies. I'm well. But it never happened.
Oh, that's great. I love it, Lady Lou. That's awesome. Well, those are our national days. So I'm going to pick one that I like the best out of that. I think National Curried Chicken Day is
Yeah.
going to be my day.
Okay. And I'll do the candy. Anyway, there's been so many fun things going on this week. And the other day I was over here on Facebook, and I'm going to go over to that particular page right now that I've found. And they were talking about the millennials, and they say that today their life is more stressful than ever before. And, the millennials are those between 22 and 37. And we all know a lot of millennials, and they're good people, but there are sometimes you just kind of wonder about them. Anyway, they're talking about how stressful their life is, and I found it just so funny. The survey asked 2,000 Americans here in America about what their stress level was. And here are the top 16 items that they said were making their days stressful. Number 16, check this one out. Oh my God. The check engine light on their car comes on. I mean, give me a break. You just drive down to the local auto store, the auto parts store, and they'll check it for you and find out what's going on. No biggie. And 15 is their credit card bills. Well, we've all got that one. And then their phone screen breaking. You've had that happen, haven't you, Mary?
Yeah, you don't have to be a millennial for that one to be a problem. I dropped mine in the toilet and I cracked it on the floor.
Oh, gosh.
Not at the same time, two different phones.
too. Oh no. Yeah. Well, number 13 is job interviews because they're in that age range where they're seeking jobs.
God, I can understand that. I would not want to go through that again.
No, we're past that. Thank you, God. And then 12 is paying bills. Yeah, well, none of us like to pay bills. And 11 is losing or misplacing our keys. Oh, give me a break. I have a drawer. My keys go in that drawer the minute I step in my house. So I never lose my keys. Well, I say never because I have, but not very often. And number 10 is forgetting their phone charger. Oh, my.
Oh no, my phone charger. Oh.
I know.
Yeah, I agree with that one, Louise. Sorry.
Well, that's okay. You've got a cell phone and I don't. And number 9 is credit card fraud. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that, but I know a lot of people have been hurt by it. It's a biggie, but I don't worry about it. It's not in my realm of consciousness. And then number 8 is forgetting passwords. Thanks to Marion, I don't have that challenge anymore. She introduced me to LastPass, LastPass. It's a free software, and you pop your passwords and the company name and whatever it is that you've got a password for. Pop it in there, and it'll always be there forever and ever. And it'll even pop it in when you go to that website. Boom! The password's just automatically there. So if you're having password problems, get LastPass. It's free.
I told her about it for 10 years before she finally did it.
Took me, 2 or 3 days with help to get all my passwords in there. It was a nightmare, but boy, has it been a fun thing to have. So I never do. I haven't forgotten the password yet. So number 7 is your telephone battery, your cell phone battery dying. Yeah, and we all know about that one. And then, oh my goodness, this is a biggie. Slow Wi-Fi.
Well, honestly, you're all fuzzy right now because your Wi-Fi is slowed down.
Has it got me down again today?
Yeah, you're still moving, but you're all fuzzy.
Well, I'm sorry.
That's it's the thing. Now you know why the millennials hate it, because it's like,
But it's not something that's going to bother me too much. It's just life. You just move on. And then number 5 is arriving late to work. Well, duh, you get up earlier. Okay. And then number 4. Now, this is a biggie. Losing their cell phone. Oh, God, in my day, the phone was hooked up to a wall and had a long cord on it. You never lost that phone. But the world is different now. Then number 3 is the commute, our traffic delays. Yeah, we've all got to put up with that if we live in a city. So that's just going to be par for the course. And then here's number 2, arguing with a partner. Now, here is the first one. And it's number 2, so it's pretty high on the list, that has to do with other people. Notice that. All these other things were all about them and the things that bothered them. And then here's one.
Okay, Boomer.
Okay, Boomer, I know, but
Okay, Boomer.
But arguing with your partner is never a fun thing. But, you grow up and you learn that sometimes you're not going to agree with each other and you just go on. You agree to disagree. And now the big one, number 1. I'm going to laugh. You might laugh too, Marion. Losing your wallet or credit card. Wow. Number 1. I don't think I've ever lost a wallet. Now, a credit card, occasionally a store will keep it instead of handing it back to me and I forgot to ask for it. So that's a biggie when you lose your credit card.
Yes, it is.
So anyway, that's how it falls for the millennials. They ought to do one for the baby boomers and see where we lie in all those things that make our life stressful.
I bet you we could find it if we looked for it.
Maybe. Very probably.
I think that's your job. I think you should look for that.
or else make a survey myself. Yeah.
You know, Karen had suggested that maybe we should have a candy named after you.
Oh,
And Lauren Vines said that would be sweet. And then she came up with one. You ready?
I'm ready.
Lady Lou's Magic Happy Pill.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'll figure out a formula that tastes really good, but not medicinal. And then everybody can pop their placebo pills.
A Magic Happy Pill.
Magic happy pill. I love it. Okay,
Thanks, Lauren.
who out there wants to sponsor me?
Speaking of sponsors, I was talking to Lady Lou this morning on the way to church, and we discussed some classes that I'm giving. And how cool would it be to have somebody sponsor one of the classes that I'm doing, either a webinar or in-person class? And we were thinking about all the different people that might want to sponsor something like that. So what would I offer them in return for paying us a portion of money? And that portion of money would go towards ads. And so that sponsor would get a lot more publicity because all of their money, I'm not going to pocket any of it. I'm going to use it for ads. And so I've never paid for ads before. I've always done everything by myself with my big mouth. So we were thinking about doing that. So if you have any suggestions on any of the classes that I give, like podcasting or creating products or video, YouTube channels, any of the classes that I've given, if you have any ideas on who would want to sponsor something like that, I want to talk to them. So
Yeah,
let me know.
you bet.
Let me know what you think.
Yeah, I've been toying with the idea of getting Lady Lou, the Baby Boomer Babe, some sponsors. I don't know yet how
Oh,
it's going to work, but I've already got two of them in my mind. I want
yeah.
HEB grocery store. Boomers do a lot of shopping for food and groceries. And I want the SAS shoes in San Antonio.
Ah, yeah.
That's the only kind of shoes I wear. And one day I was talking to somebody that I guess I called the company about something. And I said, well, what does SAS stand for? I had no clue. And she says, San Antonio shoes. I didn't know.
I didn't know either.
They've got a beautiful store in San Antonio. That's one of our road trips soon, is to go to that store. They've got antiques.
We love going to the hill country. Okay.
Yeah,
We love it.
we do.
Another one I want to do is to go to Galveston. So one year we took a bunch. It was 4 couples, and we went to Galveston and we rented a house on the beach, and it had a big hot tub on the deck. Had a big deck. We brought things like watercoloring supplies, and it was a big table. We all sat around just having a blast.
Oh,
And we took turns cooking and stuff, and we didn't have to leave the whole 4 days. It was wonderful. I'd love to do that again.
me too.
Who's up for it?
So who's up for it besides us? Come join us. We'll make a long weekend out of it.
Right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yay.
Everybody's got to get back to work on Monday.
And it doesn't have to be couples. It can be singles because I'm single. So we
Absolutely.
and it would be a blast. I just know it because when you get 2 or more gathered, not necessarily in his name, but we would be in his name because that's who we are. We're spiritual beings. But I think it would be so interesting and relaxing because sometimes just getting away from home changes your attitude, if nothing else.
Yeah, not just your attitude, but it helps you bond with your friends a lot more, and there's less stress because nobody has to do anything, and for at least 3 days you don't have to do anything except for have fun.
That's right.
And so yeah, it's a good thing. Let's see who's saying this now. So there's a Facebook person here talking about let's do a house rental. That's exactly what we did. We did a house rental. And let me see who's saying that because I have to actually go over to Facebook to see.
Okay, because it just
Oh, it's my sister. It's my
yay!
sister. Hey, Jane.
Hi,
Good to see
Jean.
you, honey.
Oh, that's fun. She'll come join us. She's up near Dallas.
Oh, she's in for it. Good
Me,
going, girl.
me too.
Let's do it.
Oh, that's wonderful. It's just what's coming up. It's January, February, Valentine's Day, March, April. Then we get into Mother's Day in May. There's got to be a nice long weekend somewhere in there, or we could just make one. We don't have to have any particular holiday or anything. Just make a long weekend.
That's right.
We'll start.
Lauren says she's in too. Oh,
Oh,
good. Oh, Lauren's in Mesquite and my sister's in McKinney, so they could ride together because those are just suburbs of Dallas. And then of course we've got to invite Melinda Cooper.
I'll say
So Melinda,
too. Well, that's three of us, and you and I, and whoever, Christy, and whoever else, Karen and Peg. Oh, we got our house already filled up.
amen, amen. Oh my gosh, girl, we've gone 30 minutes now.
Well, I know, but I've had such a good time.
Oh, me too.
We appreciate you staying with us, and we do get long-winded sometime, but we don't have any time schedule.
So my sister says sometimes you just have to make the time and all else will fall into place. Amen, sister. Amen. And you know, my sister needs a break. She's had a long stretch of a lot of stuff that's been going on in her life, her family and work and everything. She needs a break. We're going to do it's going to be all based around having fun with Jane. That's what we're going to call it, having fun with Jane.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And we'll plan, what about like the first weekend or something in February?
I don't know. She has a very hectic schedule, so let her dictate the date, and everybody else hope you can make it because it's all about Jane. Woo-hoo! Having fun with Jane.
I think that's perfect. But we appreciate Jane for helping us. And we will look forward to that party because that's an awesome party.
Yeah, Louise and I, we can, and anybody else who's not stymied into a job, you can make your schedule anytime you want, but people like Jane who have a big family and things that are going on all the time, she probably has to set the date. So it's up to you, Jane. Let us know because we're ready.
Sooner the better.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And that way people can come down, Friday morning because everybody likes to take Friday off, right? If you're in the area. Yeah.
Yeah. Weekend. Oh, I love it. I'm ready.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're going to close up for tonight, but we are here every single day live. We don't have a special time. We try to do it in the mornings. But like today, we couldn't, our day starts early. But we do have a special time on Tuesday nights. We have a 45-minute show called Wisdom Chats for the Curious. And each week we have a guest, and they're going to tell us a little bit about what they're doing. And the guest is always somebody very interesting.
Yes.
So you can see us live right here on YouTube or on Facebook, or you can watch the replay.
Tell them where to go. Natural Curiosity.
Yes, Natural Curiosity on Facebook or on YouTube. And if you want to get a hold of Lady Lou, I'm going to put her information up here so that you can see it. It's patreon.com/thebabyboomerbabe. So you can contact her and let her know what you've been thinking about. And if you want to get a hold of me, the easiest way is to go to patreon.com/naturalcuriosity. And of course, my website is naturalcuriosity.life, not .com. Some people say, well, I can't get it to come up, Marion. It's .life. .com was already taken. So right. Naturalcuriosity.life. Yeah.
Wow. Well, this has been such a good time. I thank you, Marion. Woo. And thank everyone for showing up. We love you.
Yes. So we'll see you again tomorrow morning. And I don't know what time it'll be, but it'll be sometime in the morning. All right? We're going to reset for success.
Got it. Love you all. Bye.
Be good. I mean it. Be good.